Just to give a little bit more detail about my pack or some smaller items in the front packs. Just firstly, in the pack here, I mentioned when I was doing the food that I carry a little chopping board, which is dirty. I keep this little, just very thin plastic Alex thing, weighs very, very little. Also keep a little bit of closed cell foam. I find it handy for sitting down on, rocks or logs, and I also put it in the vestibule on the tie deck for my knees, so when I'm kneeling in there getting stuff in and out and that type of thing. Both those things weigh next to nothing, probably 30-40 grams, and they're pretty handy, to be honest with you. And they just slip in the front pocket or back pocket, whatever you like to call it, of the pack. Now, in the side pockets of the pack, I keep, we're supposed to keep water, but I can't access water bottles in and out of those. I keep dunny paper and a little dunny trowel. This is well wrapped up in plastic. I know people say, keep it well deep in your pack so it doesn't get wet. I've never had it get wet in that plastic. I keep it up that way so the water runs there. But I do keep these Kleenex tissue things in sealed bags as well, deep in the pack and whatnot, so I'm not caught out without dunny paper. So they go in where the drink's supposed to go. Now, also keep handy on the little belt pockets, sunscreen and Aerogard. Aerogard helps with leeches, believe it or not, and Mozzies of course, and sunscreen, well that's self-explanatory. Whoops. Now in the front pockets, these are balance pockets. Not only do they distribute weight a little bit better, they're not overly big pockets. I keep my snacks, chocolate, beef jerky, that type of thing. Hat, little polyester hat thing, breathable thing. Sunglasses in a pouch so they don't get scratched. GPS, as I mentioned earlier, and phone, they all go in there. Parks pass and maps. Overland track pass as well, and I get it. Maps I probably don't need in there, but I find them handy when I'm videoing and I want to know what a peak is, or I want to know what I'm looking at. So the map's handy for that, of course. I keep a little tripod here for the phone for taking long exposure pictures. A bit of overkill, but for the sake of 40 grams or something, better shots. So that all goes in the front pack, front balance pockets, so they're easily accessible while I'm walking. And of course my water bottle, as I've said earlier, only carry 600 mils. I do have a means of those flexible pouches to carry more, but for the most part there's plenty of water, so that does me. I used to use a bladder system. This pack has a good bladder system, but I find the bladder's a pain to refill every night. You've got to take it out of the pack and refill it and get it back in there and all that. I just it's just one of those extra chores that I prefer not to do. And finally, I am now a hiking pole convert. I've now got nice, super lightweight and strong carbon fibre hiking pole. Still only use one, so I like one hand free with the GoPro and whatnot. And that, besides my boots, which you don't really need to go over, I just bought some new arch support inserts for them, which I'll put in my work boots this week and trial. But yeah, that is it. That is everything in detail, pretty much, that I will be taking for 6 to 8 days on the Overland track.